My brother tried to prove I was faking being blind to steal my inheritance, but our dad's final message proved who the real thief was. Dad died on a Tuesday, and by Saturday, my brother George had demanded that everyone come over for a family meeting. I walked in with my cane, still trying to process that my dad was actually gone, and the whole room went quiet. George cleared his throat and said, "We need to talk about Dad's will because something really messed up is going on here." I heard my aunt shift in her chair and someone coughed. George just kept talking and he got louder with every word. Dad left the house to someone who's been lying to us for 8 years. He pretended to be blind to make Dad feel bad for him, and I'm not letting him get away with it. My cousin Andrea gasped and my aunt said, "Oh my God," under her breath. I couldn't believe what I was hearing because I lost my vision 8 years ago in an accident, and George knew that better than anyone. I started to say something, but George talked right over me. "Don't even try it. I'm going to prove you aren't actually blind. When I'm done, you'll be lucky to get anything." The next morning, I was making coffee when my phone rang, and my cousin was on the other end freaking out. "Is it true?" George showed us the report he got from a private investigator, and it says you reacted to visual stuff. You even turned your head when a car went by. I tried to tell her that blind people turn toward sounds all the time, but she just hung up on me. The calls just kept coming, and they all started with someone asking how I could do this to my family. George had sent that private investigator's BS report to literally everyone we knew. My grandmother called me crying so hard, I almost couldn't understand what she was saying. "Please tell me George is making this up. Please tell me you didn't lie to your father." I told her I would never do that, but she just cried harder and said, "I don't know what to believe anymore." George called me that same night, and his voice was super calm, which somehow made it worse. "I filed the lawsuit today. Fraud and undue influence. You tricked a dying man, and I'm going to prove it. If you go ahead and sign the house over right now, I'll drop the whole thing." I told him to go screw himself and hung up. We had to show up for mediation on a Thursday morning at Dad's lawyer's office. I sat down in one of those squeaky leather chairs, and George sat right across from me. His lawyer started going on about the evidence they had that I wasn't blind, but Dad's lawyer cut him off. "Before we start, I need to show you something. Your father made a video specifically in case this happened. He recorded it 3 months before he died." Everything went completely silent, and I heard George shift anxiously in his chair. "A video? What are you talking about?" His voice sounded weird and shaky. Dad's lawyer said, "Your father wanted to explain things himself." I heard him open the laptop, and then Dad's voice started playing through the speakers. It felt like all of the air got sucked out of the room at once. "If you're watching this, then George is trying to take the will to court. I'm making this video so everyone knows the truth. I left the house to my son Ryan because he was the only one who came to visit me without wanting money. George, I know that you stole over $200,000 from me over 10 years. I have all the bank records. I have all of the papers from the accountant you lied to. I didn't want to say anything while I was alive because I didn't want to spend my last days in a family war, but I'm not going to let you steal the house from your brother." Dad's voice kept going and it got quieter. "I tracked everything, George. Every single transfer. Every time you said you needed money for the hospital or your car, and then went out and bought yourself something expensive. I knew exactly what you were doing, so you get nothing." The video ended and nobody said anything for a long time. George's lawyer closed his folder and said, "I need to talk to my client outside." George didn't even bother standing up.